Welcome back to the new Nurse Guidebook. My name is Pierre Lafort, and the purpose of this channel, if you're new to the channel, is to help new grad nurses live healthier, wealthier, and happier, more fulfilling careers. So today's video, I want to talk about the economics of travel nursing, how money flows to get all the way from the hospital down to you, the nurse. So we're going to start off with the first problem, our hospital. The hospital's like, I need more nurses. Bet. I'm willing to pay this much money for nurses. $100 an hour. This is a magical word in travel nursing called the bill rate. How much the hospital is paying per hour for a travel nurse. So let's follow the money down. The hospital has relationships with vendors. So each vendor is connecting this information that the hospital needs a nurse, and they're taking a little piece of that hourly bill rate pie. Let's say that vendor A takes, $5 off the top. Let's say vendor B takes $10 off the top. And let's say vendor C, they take $20 off the top. All right, so follow the money down. These vendors then have relationships with travel nurse agencies. Let's do this one, and we'll do this one. So, following the number down, let's say Aya takes off $20 off the top. Because Aya typically is lower contracts. We'll get into that another time. Triage takes $5 off the top. True staff takes $1 off the top, and AHA takes, what's a nice even number, $15 off the top. All right, so let's run the numbers. 100 minus 5, that's 95, minus 20, that's $75. $75 an hour. All right, let's follow it down. 100 minus 5, that's 95 minus 5, $90 an hour. 100 minus 10, that's 90 minus 1. Okay, what are we working with here? That would be $89 an hour. And then 100 minus 20, that's 80. 80 minus 15 would be 65. 80 subtract 10 would be 7. Yeah, 65. $65 an hour. So, all the same hospital, all the same nurse doing the same job, 3 different vendors, 4 different travel agencies, 4 different advertised rates for the same job. Cool. So as a travel nurse, one thing that you need to do is shop around different travel agencies for the same contract. Let's pretend for this story's sake that this is in, Denver, Colorado, because I like Colorado. All right, all the same place in Denver, Colorado, 4 different agencies, 4 different pay rates. It's good to shop around for this same Denver hospital contract. Go to different agencies and see if they have it. Now, not all agencies are going to have this relationship with the vendor that has the relationship with this hospital. Some agencies have exclusive contracts with healthcare facilities and everything. But it's good to compare your rates around and ask your travel nurse recruiter, hey, if I find a better contract, are you guys willing to match it? Another big thing with wage transparency that our generation likes to do is have those conversations with other travel nurses on the floor. Be like, how much are you making? Oh, going back to our last video, how much are you making a week? How much are you making an hour? And then comparing it from there. Not all travel nurses understand how pay is broken down. And some of them just think in the words of hourly rate. I'm making $75 an hour. Well, how much does that actually end up being in your paycheck at the end of the day? Don't squabble over trifles. Let's say, this one's 90, this one's $89 an hour. The reason there can be a big price discrepancy is because sometimes different vendors are skimming off different amounts of money. And different agencies are skimming off different amounts of money. Now, one strategy that travel nurse agencies are playing right now is they are reducing, like TrueStaff, their profit margin, how much money they're skimming off the bill rate to incentivize nurses to come and travel with them. What that's doing, the game they're playing there is they're hoping that they're going to develop a relationship with the travel nurse, and then they'll stay with the agency. So they lose money on this contract, but the next contract down the road, the nurse will sign on it, and they might take a little bit of a pay cut compared to going to them, but I really like my recruiter and I really like the software with this travel nurse agency and different things like that. I think it's always important to do your due diligence and do the homework on your contract and compare rates. Fun fact, little side note, Aya actually occupies 40% of the market for contracts available in the travel nurse agents industry. During COVID, they really amped up their contracts and everything. And so like 40% of the market, they have a close monopoly control on everything. So yeah, but ironically now, Aya has the best user-friendly platform, but they usually typically have the lowest rates. So it's just trade-offs, all different factors to take into consideration. But this is how the money flows down all the way to you. Now this hourly rate, going back to our pay video, can be split up into, you're not just receiving this bulk hourly rate, it gets broken down into your housing stipend and your per diem stipend, and then your actual hourly rate, your taxable hourly rate, is actually smaller than this number typically. But so, I hope you learned something new from that. If you found value in this video, please leave a like. And if there's anything you'd like me to work on, add a comment at the end. And if there's somebody else who you know would benefit from this information, be sure to share it. This is Pierre LaFour signing off on the new Nurse Guidebook.